My name's Melina and welcome to my channel, Homesteading Farm Life. Our videos are all about homesteading, our 40-acre farm, and our animals. Follow our journey and learn how to homestead on your farm or in your backyard. Be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below. When it's cold outside, the worst chore for me is dealing with animal manure. Let me share with you my tips for dealing with this stinky half-frozen poop. One thing that I do with all of this extra animal manure around our homestead is I trade it with other farmers and other homesteaders and my neighbors and my friends for seeds for my garden, for homemade baked goods that they made on their homesteads. They use my manure for their gardens and their flower beds, and in turn I get a clean stall or coop, and I get new seeds for my garden this summer. I get foods I didn't have to make myself or I've never even tried, which means I might want to have a new recipe added to my book. Homesteading does not necessarily have to mean you and your family being alone and doing everything on your own. Homesteading can also be a community event, but a small homesteading community, not like the hustle and the bustle of the big city life that we all have chosen to leave behind. I rely on my neighbors and my friends for a lot of things. Extra eyes on the homestead or the area to get reports on weather and things that are happening around us, and for trading. So before you throw your horse poop out, check with your neighbors and your friends and your family and your fellow homesteaders. You will be surprised at the things other people are willing to trade you for this stinky, stinky, stinky stuff. Maybe your homestead is in the middle of nowhere, or maybe you don't want to talk to people, and that's totally okay. In that instance, let me tell you other ways that I control manure on the farm. In the chicken coop, oh, it is so simple. We use the deep litter method, and if you are not familiar with the deep litter method, let me fill you in. First, you're going to clean your chicken coop out. You're going to get everything off of the floor. You're going to clean the whole thing. You're going to make sure there's no ammonia smell. Everything is out. And then you're going to start with pine shavings. You're going to build up about 6 inches of pine shavings on the floor of your coop. And then you're going to sprinkle a layer of straw over the top. Then, once a day, you're going to go out to the chicken coop and you're going to turn over the bedding and you're going to sprinkle a new layer of straw on the top. Now I know that sounds like a lot, and I just told you that doing the chicken coop was easy. Let me tell you the easy part about this. While some people might go out with their little pitchfork and turn it over, I'm a lazy chicken tender, okay? And all you other lazy chicken tenders can follow right along with me. My girls love treats, so what I do is in the evening, whenever I go down to close the coop up for the night, I will throw out a handful or two of corn, cracked corn, and whatever else I have, some bird seed, some leftover goodies from dinner, and the chickens love it. As soon as they get up in the morning, they are digging through that deep litter and they are finding all of those treats and goodies that mommy left them the night before, and they are turning it up for me. I don't have to go out there and turn it over and mix it up every day because the girls with their foraging, they are doing that job for me. So then the next morning, whenever I go down to the coop to open the door to let them out, all I have to do is check for eggs and sprinkle down a little more straw on the top of the deep litter. As long as you have good ventilation, you are not going to have a problem with ammonia buildup, and your coop is going to basically become a a decomposition, compost, chicken poop, straw pile of a whole bunch of really goodness by the end of the winter. In spring, what you want to do is go out and, just like before when you started the deep litter method, you clean that entire coop from top to bottom. You're going to do that again. But this time, keep all of that bedding material that you have from the winter. Keep it and go put it in your compost pile. It is so good for your compost pile. It is really good for your garden, and it's really good for your flower beds as well. For any other livestock that you have, the poop is a lot bigger than a chicken's. And the deep litter method does work in those stalls. We do utilize that, but I do it a little bit differently. I do the same thing, however, I do scoop up the piles of poop in the morning whenever I go down. I have looks like a slotted shovel, and I use it to scoop up any poop that is there, and I put it in my little wheelbarrow and I bring it on down to the composting pile. So while I am utilizing the deep litter method, I'm also picking up the largest chunk, so to say, because if not, it's going to be a big, huge mess come spring. It's going to be heck to clean out, and you're going to be cursing yourself for even wanting to do it. But if you continually clean their stall while utilizing the deep litter method, your animals will stay warm and toasty and a little bit cleaner with you picking up the poop. I hope that all these tips and tricks that I'm sharing with you about early winter is helping you to develop your own schedule and routine on your homestead. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get stressed out. There's a lot of things that have to be done. I'm with you. We're in the same boat. I understand, but not anymore. Figure out when is the best time of the year for you to do certain things. What's the best way to do them? And create yourself a schedule. Share your thoughts with me. What are some things that you do with your half-frozen, smelly, stinky poop that you have from the animals during the winter months? I would love to hear your stories, see your videos and your photos, and read your comments, so please put them all down below. Thank you for watching today's video on homesteading farm life. Please share this video with your friends and click that thumbs up button below. If you're interested in homesteading and farming, why don't you join our journey by clicking the subscribe button and then choosing the little bell icon so you never miss a video. Maybe you're interested in more than just watching homesteading videos. Maybe you want to make some homesteading friends. Why don't you join me on Facebook in my homesteading Facebook group? I will include a link to the group down in the video description.